Whew. We rolling? I think we rolling, man. I think we are rolling. All right, so what is good, everybody? It's your boy James. Oh, sorry, I got stuff in front of me, but it's your boy James, or known by SSJ Fit. Either or, I'm nobody. Just call me James. And it is episode 1 of the new series I've been wanting to do for a long time, called Into the Hyperbolic. And I am just going to use this episode to kind of talk about my why. So if you don't know, Into the Hyperbolic is just a new series kind of documenting my first prep of my very first bodybuilding show. So I have been lifting now. Let's see, how long has it been? I've been lifting seriously now for about 3 years. Remember, I started at Planet Fitness. Everybody know how it go. Started Planet Fitness, then I moved up to like Genesis, and then got into like more low key private gyms along the years. And over time, when I first started, I was not into the bodybuilding kind of scene at the time. When I first started, I was really watching Russ Swole a lot. Russ Swole was like a big motivator for me. When I first started, I was in college, and I remember before going to nursing school, I had found out about Russ, and all the way through nursing school, like I was watching Russ in the middle of like studying and stuff. Either be watching Russ, and then eventually I started watching like Just Merc, and from there I found out about like other bodybuilders like Keon Pearson, and like Russ Wool is a powerlifter. He did do a bodybuilding show at one point, but I didn't start watching until after that. And then Just Merc is more like lifestyle, like keeping in shape, and he like just recently, maybe like the past year, got into doing shows and stuff like that. And then I found out about Keon, and Keon at the time, of course, was like bodybuilder to the T, like competing, Olympia, all that stuff. So starting out there, I mean, watching those guys kind of helped me direct me into where I wanted to go and at least try something. And I really stuck with, I took pieces from each and every one of those guys. I would say those are the top 3, as well as Charlie Coker. I was watching a lot of him too. And at the time, he was like going heavy on like the business side and the bodybuilding side. So that was like super motivating at the same time too. And all of that was like super motivating, especially being in school, like having a big major goal, at least to me, graduating from nursing school, finishing out with, minimal issues, at least trying to do so. And just seeing them work so hard towards their goals made me work towards mine, not only with fitness, but of course, like I said, school too, and like anything else that I wanted to achieve. So watching them, I picked pieces from like every little thing that they did, and I kind of like implemented it into my life, mainly when it came to like work ethic and mindset. And then as far as, when I picked up bodybuilding, is the way Keon just went about his preps, and like his mentality and like his work ethic towards everything, and just seeing him pose. I also found out about Breon Ansley through Keon. You know how YouTube be recommending you videos and you just start clicking around. So that's how I found out about Breon too. But watching like people pose in classic physique and just pose in general, it interested me. And I just saw like the crowd's support and everybody just so locked in on like little details and like how hard someone pushed. And it was awesome. That was something that made me over the years decide, like, I was like, I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but at some point in my lifting career, I'm going to do a bodybuilding show. And just recently, I decided that, now's the time. Screw it. I'm done with school. I'm just working and things are doing well. I can really lock in and focus on the prep right now. And I was like, shoot, there's no better time than now. So in about June, I met with Caleb. I already knew about him, but I would see my Instagram and I would see him working with other guys. And I was like, shoot, let me just take the chance on myself and invest into this prep, into this bodybuilding space and everything like that. Let me just invest into myself, challenge myself, and really commit to this darn thing. So in June, Caleb and I sealed a deal. We got everything ready, all the stuff, formalities. We got all that squared away. And I started working with him early June after my vacay. So it's been about it's October now. So we're going on 5 months. Yeah, we're going on 5 months. It's just been kind of slow control kind of deal. So, I mean, initially off rip, we kind of sat stagnant for a minute, kind of see how the body reacts on a diet plan. And then slowly he increased my calories because we want to put on some size onto our frame to see, what we can get to, how much tissue we can put on, and clearly just put in more muscle. At this time, I had no show date in mind you, nothing. So did that. Highest I bulked to, I think, was like 206, and then I kind of stayed stagnant. So after that, he was like, yo, let's go through a resensitization phase, kind of give the body a little time to relax, and then we'll push the bulk again. So we did it's basically like a little mini cut. So I went from 206 down to like 198, 199. This past check-in, I was 199, basically 200. And then now we're pushing the bulk again. So I don't really know what a goal weight for me would be. I'm sure as long as we're looking proper, tissue is good tissue. So as long as we're putting on quality size. So not too much fat. I'm going to put on fat if we're bulking. Kind of glad we're bulking in the winter season because I don't really need to have my shirt off and look peeled. I remember one time I cut myself down in the wintertime. Bro, that shit was ass. That shit was ass. I looked cool. I like how I looked, but I didn't need to be doing that. Cause I'm like, shoot, only person seeing my shirt off is me. It's cold. I'm like, what are we doing? Unless I wear a tank top or something to the gym, and it's not even worth it. I'm not taking no vacation, nothing like that. So it wasn't even worth it. So I'm kind of glad to be bulking right now. It is tough. It's tough. Eating a lot of clean food is hard. It's hard. I get one cheat meal a week, and eating a lot of clean food is hard. But I'm slowly starting to, realize and experience for myself, and I'm not even on prep yet, that bodybuilding, the mental side of it, is the hardest part. Going to the gym and everything, that's easy. That's stuff we already do. And adhering to a diet plan, for the most part, we were already doing that because we know what to eat to get where we want to go. So for the most part, that's not too difficult. Sometimes we give into temptation. We're all guilty of that. But the mental side of it, even if you're not doing a prep, the mental side of how you look, how you feel, comparing yourself to others, which we're all guilty of. I mean, we're all human. I do it, you do it. We're all guilty of it. But for me, what has been the most helpful is documenting my progress. Documenting my progress has helped me stay in my own lane and really just have tunnel vision on myself, because I can see where I was and I can see where I am now. And that right there kind of prevents me from looking at others and comparing myself to others. Because we will compare ourselves to anybody, bro. You'll look a certain way and you still comparing yourself to a damn Olympian. Motherfucker that be on the Olympia stage year round. That don't even make sense. I'm just starting out. Why would I compare myself to that? Why should I? It's my race. I'm running it. Nobody else is going to run it for me. So there's no point to me like comparing myself to others, putting myself under other people. Like you are here, other people are elsewhere. You stay where you at. You mind your lane. And it's not gonna be no straight shot. Every now and then we're going to fumble, but it's about, do we have the mental fortitude to keep it going and stay positive and stay on our course? That's all it is, bro. Once we get the mental under control, which is difficult, like I said, everybody fails, everybody goes through struggles, but it's like, you got to get back. You got to get back. You can't stay in that rut for too long, you know what I mean? So, one thing too is like creating content has been something that I've always wanted to do, but because I find myself trying to like, I'll look at other people's content or like whatever, and I'm like, damn, my shit's not good enough. So I won't post it. Like I got so many videos on this camera that I'm like, I'm not gonna post it because once again, like the quote says, comparison is a thief of joy. Rather than me going through the grind and like the ups and downs of posting my content, some just good, some just bad, I don't even post it. So mentality is everything. Your mindset is everything. I see it in my everyday, not only with me, other people. I see it at work. Patients, they want to get better, but their mentality's not right. And then what they find themselves doing day by day, they don't even want to participate in what they need to do to get better. So they just sitting there, and then it just stacks and stacks and stacks. You just feel worse and worse and worse and worse, and then you don't want to do nothing. So that's the thing, is like having the mental fortitude, being able to know yourself, to know what you need to do to get from point A to point B. Take the steps to get from point A to point B. That's all it is, bro. Life is just trying. We just trying. You just gotta try shit. So try shit and know what works for you. I know I'm getting on a tangent, but I feel like maybe you took something from that. I don't know. But back to like straight bodybuilding stuff, I guess. But yeah, I've been excited. I've been excited. I will be doing a natural show. Luckily, it is here in Kansas City. It is May 18th here in North KC, in my city. So that takes already a lot of stress off for like travel and then like everything else, like having meals and stuff ready. So I just got to drive. So I'm excited for that. I'm super glad it's in my city. And it's been cool, bro. Like seeing other people like on social media prep for their own shows and like seeing how they do and how they look and everything. It's been seriously like motivating, bro. Like I got a couple people that I've been just watching and I stay watching their stories. I think when you watch a story so much, like when they post, it comes up first on your little circle or whatever on IG. So I've been tapped in. I've been tapped in. I've been liking stories. There are people I don't even know that be liking my story. I don't even know them. I like their story because they look sick. And I see the work that they putting in. And I'm like, bro, you working, bro. You working. Girl, guy, it doesn't even matter. They working. So I'm not going to say no names, but y'all know that you guys are putting in work. Like we all put in work. And it's just super great. Like the whole community here, like S2 and then like the body shop community and just like people in the gym here locally in general, like they so like supportive and they know like the work that it takes to get to where people want to be. And like they recognize that and they support you. Like they give you love, bro. Like they push you and give you some extra energy. So it's been super cool, man. And I've talked to some cool guys. They're thinking about doing their first show, and I'm like, oh man, you should do it, bro. And I'm like, I'm doing my first one. I was like on the fence for so long, but I'm like, shoot, if I'm not gonna do it now, when am I gonna do it? So if you're thinking about taking a jump, taking a risk, or challenging yourself, just do it, bro. If you got the time set out for it and you can really, lock in and do it, you might as well just go ahead and do it. So I just wanted to give y'all my thoughts on going into this first show. We are about, I think, like 29 or 30 weeks out. So clock's ticking, man. I remember when we started, I think we were like 40 plus weeks out. So now we at 30. Clock is ticking, bro. Like it's moving. I know it's about to be winter time, but next thing you know, it's May, man, and it's gonna be game time. Step on that stage for the first time. So I will be doing classic physique. That is the class where I find the most interest. I mean, watching people like when Keanu was in classic, Terrence Ruffin, of course, Seba. Going into a tangent, but I've been finding I love every class of bodybuilding, bro. 212, men's physique, classic, bodybuilding, open. I mean, it's been cool. It's been cool. I'm really excited for this year's Olympia, but yeah. So I don't get too much in the weeds. I just want to give y'all my thoughts currently on this prep. To prep, but not so yet prep as of now. Before we get into, you know, showtime until May. And yeah, I'm going to be documenting bit by bit. I'm hoping to post at least this is a lot, 1 to 3 videos a week. This is my first time doing YouTube stuff, but 1 to 3 videos a week. I'm going to just keep it real simple too. Just like the basic stuff, like workouts occasionally, full day of eating occasionally. I don't be doing too much on the outside, like lifestyle stuff, because I feel like everything I would show, we already did. But screw it, I could do that too. Stay tapped in if you want to, if you're interested and you want to see how, you know, someone goes through their first prep for a bodybuilding show. Go ahead, stay tapped in. I'll keep y'all updated, and yeah, we'll just go from there. So, hope y'all enjoyed. I'll see y'all in the next one. Oh, yes, sir.